Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm coming to you with a fairly quick video. In my last video I said that I'm gonna do what my experience was like not eating food for 90 days, my 90-day juice fast video. I want to make sure that I don't miss any important bullet points for that, so I'm referring to an article I wrote about that on my website, which is already up so you can read it. But I want to make sure that I say things in that video and I don't miss anything out, whereas this video is just kind of coming off the top of my head. But I wanted to put something out because it's been a few days or a week or so since my last video, and so I want to continue to be more consistent with putting out content. I had the message brought upon me from God or from the universe or from higher powers or whatever you want to call it. I got a message that I should talk about not giving up on what lit you up as a kid. I think one of the most important lessons we can learn from kids is that they don't care as much. I mean, as they get older, of course they do, but talking about young kids, they don't care as much what people think about them, and they also feel like they can accomplish anything in the world. And we're kind of brought up in this society where we go to school, we're taught to raise our hands if we want to use the bathroom. We're taught to follow rules. We're taught to listen to the law. We're taught like the set of rules depending on where you live, but it's pretty much wherever you are. If you're a kid especially, respect your elders, which I agree with that, of course. But we do that and it can work, and it's a system, but at the same time they never quite show you how you should be a free thinker. I think it's important for people to think for themselves and also to have fun. I think that's one of the main things that adults lose, is just that desire to have fun, that desire to dream. Or they dream but they never really quite go for those dreams because it's just been indoctrinated. It's just been put in our heads that we need to follow a system to be successful and never follow our dreams. And I think it's important as you become older to prioritize feeling good by following your dreams. And the thing, whatever it was that lit you up as a kid before you had all these rules like pushed into your head, I'm talking about if you can remember as far back as 3 or 4 or 5 years old, if you wanted to be a singer, you wanted to be an actor, you wanted to be a dancer, you wanted to travel the world, figure out how to do those things and how to get about doing those things, because I really do feel like sometimes the universe or whatever you believe in, our desires are put there for a reason, and that's kind of our purpose. And a lot of people go through their entire lives not fulfilling their purpose, or at least trying to, at least being in the pursuit of their purpose. And that's something that me at 25 years old right now, I refuse to go through. I want to live my life feeling like I'm following my dreams, so that if God forbid my life ends next year or whenever that happens, because that's out of my control, at least I know that if I didn't fulfill all my dreams, I was in the pursuit of doing so. So I just want to encourage people to think about whatever it was that they did when they were younger that made them happy. For me, I loved acting. I loved even singing. I loved performing and being in front of people and performing. It was just always something that like time would fly by like this. I did so many theater shows, and I also wanted to see the world. My favorite cartoon, for anyone who was born in like 95 or before, was one of my favorite cartoons was the Wild Thornberrys on Nickelodeon, because I just loved that they would just get in these the whole family lived in a van and they would just travel through Africa, through Asia, and just see the entire world. And there's nothing I want more than that, than to be able to see the entire world, and to meet people and build connections with people around the world. Because I think that if we can all get out of our little bubble of a city or a town that we live in and move to different areas where people don't always look and sound like us, we can see how we're more alike than not alike. And I think we need that now more than ever with all the segregation that's going on. A lot of it is rightfully so, of course, and a lot of it needs to happen in order for change to occur. But with that being said, there's got to be a balance. So we got to see that us as humans are beautiful, and we also have to love our brothers and sisters that are non-human. You know what I'm saying? The elephants, the lions, the tigers, the bears, the ducks, all the birds, the squirrels, all the animals, of the animal kingdom. We share this planet with them. And I think another thing that we have to deprogram, I would love for people to deprogram, because I've deprogrammed it, is the idea that animals are here for us. Animals are not on the earth for us, for our enjoyment, for us to use. They are here with their own purpose. and they're here with us. So I didn't really have a direction, a direct direction for this video, but it was important for me to say, whatever lit you up when you were younger, whatever that was for you, if you still think about those same things, then it makes you kind of get a, like, if you could picture, like, imagine doing that for the rest of my life. And I'm not talking about playing with Barbies or eating fast food and going to McDonald's. I'm talking about, you guys know what I mean, you know, singing, acting, dancing. If it's not performing, maybe it was reading, maybe it was photography, maybe it was you had the desire to travel the world, maybe it was that you wanted to move to a city somewhere. I think that as soon as we can go about doing those things and figuring out how to do those things, life just starts to make sense. And when you're ready for change and when you truly want change, the universe conspires to make it happen. I'm actually reading The Alchemist for the first time right now. I'm like 70% done with the book. The Alchemist is a great book. I've heard about it so much. I think the reason why I never ended up reading it was because I kept hearing about it so much, and I was like, okay, you know, sometimes when things are oversaturated, you can kind of get like, eh. But it's a great book with a great message. So, you know, follow your dreams, man. And that doesn't mean you have to quit your job. I think for some people they do have to take that risk, because from my experience, when you let go of what does not belong, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, the universe always comes around and brings you what belongs, or brings you the next level. So I'm definitely, I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to just continue following my dreams. I've been very consistent with these videos, but not even just that, just my website. I have more clients now. Things are starting to pick up for me. I'm meeting certain people that are, you know, like me and like-minded, and we're, you know, building businesses together. And that's because I started to move a lot of the junk out of the way. And the junk per se doesn't mean that they're bad people, but were people that weren't serving me. I also started to build boundaries, not only towards other people, but for myself, to make sure that I stayed on track. I hope this motivated you. You know, one of my first loves, like I was gonna say, or like I was saying, is traveling and acting, and I want nothing more than to continue to be able to pursue that and be financially free for the rest of my life. So figure out a way to do that for you. If your first love was, let's say yours was acting as well, if you have, you know, 2 days off a week, one of those days, join a 1-hour acting class. I know now with COVID at this moment, there might not be many opportunities like that out there, but, you know, there's Zoom classes. There's just find a way to express yourself. We all need expressive outlets. So yeah, quick video. It's only been 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Oh, another thing, before someone leaves a comment that there was like that creaking sound, the manual focus today was taking too long. I don't have time to sit here and try to put my hand out here and try to make sure that it's focusing here and then take off manual autofocus. So the manual focus just wasn't working, so I just didn't have the energy today to sit here and like make it perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and put like a facade up that I'm perfect. I'm not. Sometimes I get a little lazy. Most of the time I'm not lately. Most of the time I'm on my shit and making sure that I'm doing what I gotta do. So yeah, I hope I inspired you. I speak a lot. I ramble and ramble and ramble. I'm a much better writer than I am speaker, because I get to the point when I'm writing. But oh, speaking of writing, I am writing a book, and hopefully 2021 or 2022 it'll be out. That was just a fun little fact, and I'll share more about that in the future. But yeah, and so look out for my what I learned on a 90-day juice fast video that is coming soon for sure. I already started the script, or the bullet points, which is kind of like a script, because I started writing a lot for each bullet point. But I'm going to try to make it, I don't want it to seem like I'm reading off of something, because then you can just read my blog post. It's going to be more me talking, but it's just a video, again, that I want to be more careful with. So thanks for being here. Make sure if this is your first time here, thank you for being here. Feel free to subscribe. I would appreciate that. Also, if you subscribe, press the notification bell so that you can be notified when I upload a new video, because then you won't know. It'll just maybe come up on your suggested, but yeah, I've been getting a lot of new subscribers, by the way, so thank you for that. And for everyone who hopped on board from my last video where I was talking about detoxifying viruses from your system, thank you for being here. And I'm going to make more content like that. I want to make more content talking about specific herbs that I like to, and kind of make this like a health channel with mental health linked into that, and spirituality as well, which is kind of like the direction of my life right now, to be honest. So naturally, that's why my YouTube videos are going in that direction. So, all right. That's all. Peace.